Well, hey there. I really don't even know where to start. I'm going to try my hand at posting some long form content here on YouTube. I've been posting a lot of shorts and things, but perhaps it's time to take it a little bit deeper and be more consistent with my long form content and let you get to know me and we can start building this relationship. So I'm Brandi. If you haven't watched any of my other videos, I am married and I have two children. I'm an empty nester. Almost 3 years ago in March, I quit my job due to burnout, or what I thought was burnout. But 6 months after quitting it, I didn't feel any different. And I realized, yo, I'm burnt out of life. How does that happen? I, I just was tired of everything. I wanted a change. So I also was, when I quit my job, I didn't have another job lined up. Thankfully, I had a part time job that I was working at the time that I quit my good corporate job, but I didn't have another job lined up. And I didn't realize how difficult would be for me to find a job. And, because I'd never had that issue. Well, long story short, here I am, still have not found a corporate job. But to be totally transparent, I stopped looking. For the longest time, I think maybe, I don't know, probably a year or two, I had one foot in the door of the corporate world and one foot in the door for the entrepreneurial journey. Now, what did I want to do with the entrepreneurial journey? I don't know. I just knew I was tired of working for people. I wanted to do my own thing. I don't want to follow, their rules and deal with all the tape up. But nevertheless, I wanted to go back to corporate because I was like, I felt like corporate was the fastest path to getting money because, when you make a lot of money, you tend to spend a lot of money. And so I had bills and things that needed to be paid. And initially, I still also didn't pull back from my gainfully employed lifestyle. I was just like, okay, still taking trips, doing all of that. So anyway, it's like, all right, well then as the months progressed and I really wasn't having success with jobs, I was like, ooh, okay, what now? And that was really a difficult time. And so here we are. Like I said, it's almost 3 years. But what we're approaching is the anniversary of when I created the Runaway Reset. Now, what is the Runaway Reset? The Runaway Reset is it was born out of an idea actually when I ran away and took a solo trip to Seattle, Washington. I flew out there because I was ready to pack my bags. I was ready to go start a new life. My husband and I could have a long distance relationship because, he had commitments back in Indiana. And I was just like, I'm ready to go. But that didn't pan out either. But while I was out there for like 6 days. It was just a wonderful experience because for the first time I could just breathe and release and just focus on me. What did I want to do? What was I trying to do? Try to get my head back into the game. I told you I had two children. My youngest just turned 18, so I'm an empty nester. Well, I'm also in the throes of perimenopause. And so you add all of this and it's like I'm a train wreck. Or I'm going to say I was a train wreck because this train is back on the track and it's headed in a direction, an intentional direction. So, yeah, thank God. But anyway, so I'm approaching the 2 year anniversary of the Runaway Reset. And the Runaway Reset is basically a community. I'm building a community of women who are prioritizing themselves. They want to, solo travel. They're giving themselves permission to pause and begin again, because life isn't just linear and it takes you on different paths and different directions. And I want to empower and encourage people to be able to start again, stop and change it up. You don't have to keep doing the same thing. Be brave and bold to be like, you know what? This no longer serves me. I'm not happy. Okay, so I gotta pause for a second. Y'all better sit, get your asses over here and sit down now. Okay, so see, this is what happens in real life. And I'm gonna leave this in the video because you need to check out one of the shorts I did, because the nerve of them. I just let them out the crate. I just came home from a part-time job. It is almost midnight. My husband is upstairs sleeping, and they sit. Get over here and sit. They want to sit, be pitter-pattering all around. I had a conversation. Let me introduce y'all to Mocha and Milo. That's Milo over there. And this is Mocha. Sit and stay. And Harley the cat is back over there. So they play very well together, sometimes a little too well. So rude. So, okay, now that we got those introductions out of the way, I can't with these animals. And see, this is what happens, because I got this perimenopause and all of that stuff. I'll squirrel and lose my train of thought. So I don't even know what I was telling y'all, but I think that's enough for today. It's like 7 minutes. I hope you watch it. And if you stay through with it, it's going to get better. But these MFs, I'm going to have to put them away. But I'm going to talk to y'all later. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. I'll never do a call to action or anything, but I'm changing it up. So if you want to go on this journey with me and see this train that I told y'all about, subscribe to my channel because it's going to be a good time. Talk to y'all later.